Hello everybody, welcome to CryptoCom. Okay, so in this video, we're gonna understand liquidity hunt, liquidity run, liquidity sweep, you know, all such things we're gonna understand about liquidity. Okay, so this is like a tutorial video, not analysis video. By the way, guys, Bitcoin break all the way through, and on the day four analysis, one thing, I really lack what? I really lack the reactions. I need more reactions to make any kind of decision in the market, by the way. So I think in day four, there is kind of like barely any kind of analysis I've given because I need more reaction, and still Bitcoin is having very less reaction, by the way. And I'm waiting to bit for the Bitcoin to give some more reactions. Then I can able to tell you guys what's gonna be end up happening with the Bitcoin. By the way, right now I can give you simple advice that Bitcoin is moving on the upward side without making any kind of retracement. This is a very strange thing. This kind of scenario only happens when Bitcoin is kind of like in the bull market and everything is right now active. They are going long positions. By the way, it's right now getting dark in my region. But by the way, I think in America or some of like those all places, I think there's a daytime. So I think Bitcoin will give more reaction. I think Bitcoin will make a retracement. That's very important. uh, Bitcoin have to make the retracement. That's really important. And after retracement, 40-60 pattern is very important. If 40-60 pattern is not forming, then it's really tough that Bitcoin price can go even more higher. If it has formed retracement, it has found 40-60 pattern, Bitcoin can break the final resistance level also, guys. Now you understand the concept very clearly. Now let's dig up into our tutorial. Okay, so I'm using a blank screen to explain you guys. Okay, so now in this video, we're gonna understand what we're gonna understand. We're gonna understand about liquidity, right? So let me just write it. So we're gonna understand about the concept of liquidity. Wait a second, oh shit. Okay, I'm not. So we're gonna understand the concept about liquidity hunt, okay, liquidity sweep, liquidity run, and liquidity also. Let's say liquidity also. Well, talking about finding the liquidity on the market, I would create a dedicated video for this because one thing, yeah, liquidity areas can be in many, in many places liquidity areas can be, and I have to explain this particular topic about marking out liquidity areas dedicated. So for now, I will not tell you about how to mark the liquidity area. So we'll understand about liquidity region also. And yeah, let's see. Okay, now let's take example. Make sure to always mark the liquidity region with a parallel channel. This is very important. Suppose these two are the liquidity areas. Now, what are liquidity areas? Liquidity areas are those areas where most of the buyers and sell orders are taking place. You can say they have huge liquidity on those regions. One thing. Uh, Mainly, one thing. If from us, make sure about one thing, liquidity areas mainly form on the round number. So round number, suppose 1000 is a round number. 1100, okay, 1100 is a round number. So round number is which has zeros in it, and that's a strong number. If this can be a round number, okay, sorry, this can be a round number, but this will not too much strong for real. But if you're talking about as much zeros, the level will have the price will have as much zeros, the level will be that much, you can say, powerful. Suppose this one is having three zeros, so this round number is tough, powerful. This round number is having two zeros, so this is not too much strong as compared to this level, but this thing is also really strong. Okay, so now let's talk about one more concept. If a round number, or you can say not a round number, let's say liquidity area. Okay, if any liquidity area has been retraced several times, suppose let me give you a very nice and good example. Suppose this is your wood blank, okay, and this is your X, or you can say anything. So now what you're doing is you're chopping the wood, but you are unable to chop it. So you done a first try, you got failed, second try failed, third try failed, fourth try failed. There will be a scenario where you can able to chop the wood completely, right? You can cut the wood into two halves. The same thing goes with over here also. Now talking about liquidity areas can sustain, but not for too long. That's very important. Suppose if the market has retraced liquidity area one time, it maybe last for three times only. So it after a third time is a much where a much you can say reasons that liquidity area can break according to the liquidity area strength. So this is a very basic thing. This is not a liquidity chart I have formed. There's a very much complexities there. It's not too much simple like this what I have drawn. Okay, now, first of all, let's talk about liquidity hunt. So I'm going to use a line chart to explain you the liquidity hunt because about something, things cannot be explained in one video. One thing, yeah, many people say like, yeah, I can explain each and every concept in single video, but they lack a lot of concepts. So it will take a lot of time for me to explain you guys about the concepts of liquidity, because liquidity, if you understand the concept of liquidity, I would rather say this is the only strategy which I follow. If you master this thing, you're gonna make profit in the crypto market and you will never gonna make losses. Yep. uh exactly. If you just need a calm mind to find the liquidity patterns. Okay, so what is a liquidity hunt? Let's say about liquidity hunt. Okay, when market actually breaks a level for real and then makes a retracement, okay, and then after some time it comes back again a little bit more, but it goes down. So now after a retracement, everybody expect, now there is a retracement has been happened. Now everybody would literally expect there is a breakout, there's a retracement. Man, this is a time market has broken out the level, market has retraced the level. Now it's the time when the market will pump real, but market actually dumps. Why? Because this is a liquidity hunt. One thing, never judge a market after a retracement. That's really important. Liquidity sweep is a different sort of thing. Liquidity hunt is different, sweep is different. So in liquidity hunt, sorry about that. Actually, put this thing on. Let me enable this thing again. Okay, so in liquidity hunt, what actually happened? What type of candle you will likely to see? Suppose, let me just go for a little bit colorful so you guys will be like, okay. So suppose this is your green candle. Okay, very nice, nice and good one. And then you got a red candle coming right here and closing at here. And then you got your green candle again. Seems like a reversal pattern. Many people get it like, dude, this is a reversal pattern. I know everything. And then market actually dumps. Okay, that's amazing. Now I would explain you the main key concept. Well, market actually do not go exactly like this. There is a lot of psychology, but as I said, things cannot be explained in one video. So I will take some time. I will create some more videos to explain you guys. So over here, you can clearly see one thing. Market has made a retracement on this specific candle. As you can see, this red candle, market has made a retracement. Why retracement? Because the candle closed above the liquidity area. That's very important. Market closed above the liquidity area, making a retracement. That's really important. Fine, dude. When market made a retracement, fake retracement, this is, you can, some people say like it's a fake out, I think. Yeah, you can say a fake out, but we are going into the terms of liquidity, so I'm gonna call it as a liquidity hunt. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna have some water because so just coming back in a moment. Okay guys, so I'm back now, so let's start. Okay, so I was talking about liquidity, right? So market actually make a fake retracement. One thing, let's actually I got forgotten what I let's focus right now. So, one thing, after making a fake retracement, many people will be like, hey buddy, look at here, Bitcoin has made, no, not the Bitcoin, well, let's say any kind of market. Okay, so this particular chart has formed a retracement. Now it's gonna pump. One thing, you go for a long position. Market actually dumped, right? That's because why the market dumped. because the market has made something called as liquidity hunt, or you can say fake out, right? But I would say go for liquidity hunt. That's much better thing. Now, talking about sweep, right? I would rather say, guys, one major thing. Sweep is a kind of like pattern, right? Whenever you see sweep pattern, you are like, dude, this is the best pattern you had ever seen in your life. Whenever you see sweep pattern, liquidity sweep pattern, you are like, this is 1,000 million. It's a very good pattern. Whenever you see a sweep, this is the point where the market gives you the best ever results. Okay, let me just explain you the sweep concept very clearly. Sweep happens, suppose this is a green candle going towards upward direction, came over here, but closed below the liquidity area or inside the liquidity area, let's say below the liquidity area because I'm beginning with it. It formed a huge wick, right? Now, this is called as a liquidity sweep, guys. This is called as a liquidity sweep. Now, after liquidity sweep, what's going to be happening? This is your a red candle will be forming. Wait a second, guys. I actually have it. A red candle will form, and if another candle goes to the same level but close below this level, by the way, this is really basic. I know this is 100% basics. I will be teaching you everything, right? Everything in a very clear aspect, that's the catch. So, guys, whenever you see liquidity sweep, what is a liquidity sweep? Liquidity sweep is when price move rapidly. Make sure rapid term should come over here. Whenever sorry about that. I mean price, okay? Whenever I'm speaking, these things are right coming. Okay, let's get back to the point, okay? So, whenever the price move rapidly around the liquidity area. As you can see, price move rapidly, it rapidly break the level, but at the end of the candle, you can say at the end, it came down and closed below the liquidity area. This is a very rapid thing, rapidly move up, rapidly come down, and then forget about these things for now. As you can see on the third candle, you can also see a rapid momentum and it came down. Okay, very nice. Now you understand liquidity hunt and liquidity sweep. After, whenever you see liquidity sweep, that's the point, man. That's the exact point where you need to enter. Liquidity sweep is the best thing ever. Okay, liquidity run. Well, this thing is actually pretty much complicated, and I think it will take some time to explain you guys about liquidity hunt. So whenever price breaks towards the liquidity area, it comes retracing this thing, and yep, again, 40-60 pattern has to be built. This thing is very important. I would rather say one major thing: 40-60 pattern has to be built for a better confirmation. That's really important. 40-60 pattern is very important. Sometimes 40-60 pattern doesn't build, liquidity run, you can say, when breaks all the way through and comes back to this level for a retracement, then you can go towards the upward direction. Make sure to look for the 40-60 pattern, because in some cases market will came down to fall. Okay, so let me show you the 40-60 pattern for real. Okay, suppose, I know run is getting a little bit complicated. The confidence which I showed on liquidity sweep, that level of confidence you are not getting with the liquidity run. Still okay, that's good. Because the liquidity run is itself very, you can say boring. Yep, it breaks all the way through, right? It actually gone pretty well, right? Actually, I'm teaching you like a kids. These are literally basics, very basic. Do not think that this is same thing is gonna happen in the market. There are a lot of advanced things which I'm gonna tell you. These are very basic, and the market came back to this level. Okay, went up again, went down again, not went down. So now you see something crazy over here. You see two long wicks. Okay, as I mentioned already. So this is your 40, this is your 60, 40 60. 40 60. I've explained you a lot of time what is a 40 60 pattern on my previous videos, right? I will not gonna tell you every single time what is a 40 60 pattern, right? That's really important. So what happening is market actually breaks the liquidity area, retrace, make 40 60 pattern. That's the point you want to, that's the point you want to enter towards the call direction. That's it. And make sure try going for liquidity run when the level has been retraced, or I said on the first, when the liquidity area is very weak. If liquidity area is strong, do not expect a liquidity run. That's a liquidity hunt for real. If liquidity area is strong, then that's liquidity hunt. If liquidity area is weak, that's liquidity run, right? Exactly. Now you know everything. I think I'm gonna have one more glass of water. Okay, just coming back. Okay. Okay, now guys, I know I was getting a little bit serious while creating videos. Fine, fine, everything fine. Now you know everything, guys. Very nice. As I said already, I need some more reaction to tell you about Bitcoin. As you can see, there was a round number. This was a round number 72,800. So candle touched 72,800 and got reversed. If you take a close look, as you can see, it touched the round number and it got reversed. Why? Because round number is a good SNR. As you can see, it made a kind of like, you know, very good reaction at the round number again. As you can see, some kind of candle. This is, star formation, I guess. Morning or evening star. So it is forming some kind of like morning or evening star over here, right? Okay, guys. Okay, now guys, we will understand some real life examples, right? So let's go to date time frame. And you know why I'm going to date time frame? Because I can able to explain you guys things in a very good concept. So this is your liquidity sweep. Okay, why this is your liquidity sweep? Just draw like this thing, because I barely do this thing. So over here you can see. Okay, let me show you in real life. So can you see this round number? 54,000. 54,000 is a round number, okay? This is a liquidity sweep, right? Why? Because price moved rapidly. Rapidly, whenever the term rapidly coming, that's a liquidity sweep. Rapidly, liquidity sweep. Again, rapidly, liquidity sweep. That's really important. So price came here all the way to 49. I think that was the cheapest Bitcoin you can ever get. And then it went up again to 54,000. Liquidity sweep, right? And as you can see, it closed above the round number. If you can, clearly see, zoom it up here. Okay, I will zoom it for you guys. Nobody. Now, now can you see? This is your round number, and candle close above the round number. Look at the grid pattern, right? Look at the grid. You can clearly see it close above the round number. That is clearly indicating like, yeah, you know everything, right? Liquidity sweep, and then market went up again. That was a huge jump. That was a pump, and there was a run. In run, as you can see, the round number 5600, 5600, I guess. Yep, it came all the way to retrace this thing, and yep, again, yep. So let me just tell you guys about liquidity hunt also. Can I see some example of liquidity hunt? This is again a liquidity sweep. As you can see, liquidity sweep. These are liquidity sweep. Why these are liquidity sweep? These are not only liquidity sweep. These are literally W4060 pattern. As you can see, 4060 pattern. You can clearly see. As you can see, long wick, rapid momentum, long wick, rapid momentum, liquidity sweep, and also 4060 pattern. Okay, you can clearly see, you can clearly spot a 4060 pattern over here. Very nice, 4060 pattern. Perfect. And I had already explained you 4060 pattern in my previous videos. I can create a dedicated lecture for you guys. Make sure about that if you really love 4060 pattern. Okay. This was again liquidity sweep, liquidity sweep. I would like to tell you one major thing. Like after a liquidity sweep, as you can see, liquidity sweep, I already said you, it makes you 110% guaranteed. And here's again your liquidity sweep, 4060 pattern. as you can see. After liquidity, you are like, damn, we are confirmed that market is gonna go to that direction. Fine. Now, as I said earlier, I need some more reaction to predict the price of Bitcoin. So there's very few reaction. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, guys. So that's it for today, guys. Hope everything goes good. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you like it. Do consider subscribing to my channel, and please contact me if you have any problem. Go to my official website. You will get everything. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.